thought I'd give you a wee tour of my backyard. Here's my husband, he's chopping down, or actually he's finished chopping down and opening up the persimmon tree. It had grown in such a way that no light was getting into the centre. So Dad told him to cut the middle branches so that the light will get into the centre of the tree and we'll get more persimmons, because I'm a bit hooked on persimmons. It's one of my favourite fruits. So this is my paradise in Wairoa, my quarter acre section. I think it's quarter acre. This is a native tree. It escapes me the name of it at the moment, but I'm having a fibro moment. And this is our passion fruit. And this is the part that I haven't managed to clean up, and then I've grown some over here. I've grown some chilies. They should be sweet. I've left them in the ground even though they're ready. I'm hoping that the harshness of the weather will get them to create more of a sweet flavour. Anyway, the other excuse is I haven't picked them yet. And these I had growing in, these ones, you can see them. Hold on, we'll get in there. Yeah. Woohoo! I haven't taken care of them because I got sick. And here's another one. It's a pepper. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, so this is our piece of paradise. Here's my husband cleaning up things. Wait for the camera, Carl. He's got his Tino Rangatiratanga flag on the back of his bike. And let's take a little bit of a walk around our backyard. Carl's been working on the garden and he's planted some strawberry plants just there. Oh look, my shadow keeps getting in the way. I hope you can see. And what we had to do is we had to buy some compost. Hopefully this year I'll get down to Tangaroa and we'll get some seaweed. Oh look, rubbish. I'll just get that. Oh, so we've had to put netting over it because our blooming cats, when they found out there was fresh dirt there, they decided that, oh look, we'll just go in there and dig up all the plants, shall we? Anyway, Carl's digging and putting in compost for tomatoes. And here's a blueberry tree. So yeah, part of when you do a garden, you've got to prepare the ground, because if you continuously plant in the same area, of course, it's going to lose its goodness. So Dad used to go down to the beach and put seaweed, fresh seaweed, on the garden during winter. This is Carl's little model railway he's building. So he built these tracks that you can, they're like little tables, but they're permanently outside. And he did that because he's got knee problems and he can't bend if we put it on the ground. So he's raised it. It's quite funky. He's got look, he's trying to do this little curves and joins and twists around because he's got more than one locomotive, which is in our shed. I kind of like the colours he's used here. They're very bright, and of course when it's outside it's nice to have that. I think this is supposed to be one of those things where the train goes in and they pretend to be fixed, you know. He just told me it's an engine shed. Get your stuff right, Corinne. I think this is a ticket office. Is this a ticket office, this other one, Carl? Is this other building a ticket office?
No, signal box.
Okay, I had that wrong. It's a signal box. Of sorts. Anyway, he made them all. Quite funky, eh? Anyway, oh, you can see my rubbish. in Wairau we have to pay for the rubbish to be collected or for you to take it somewhere. So let's go into the shed and I'll show you his locomotives. There's some of them, hold on. Oh, that's actually there's a car. He's got a whole heap. Oh, here they are. Albeit that I should know what's in our shed. There. So he's got those locomotives. And he keeps them in their boxes. Don't look at the rest of the mess in my shed. This is Carl's domain. I don't interfere with it at all. I believe that we all need our areas, you know. My area is the back porch where I have plants and stuff. And Carl's area is the shed. So this is my plants. I got this plant from my auntie Nolene. It was only a little cutting. I managed to kill it and then revitalise it. This is food. This is chives, but I think it needs more sun. I'm not doing particularly well with that one. This is a, I think it's a pelargonium. It's of the pelargonium and geranium family. This one's what we call a, this is a kaka beet. I think it's a ngutu kaka, which is a white kaka beet, but we'll find out when it flowers. I've got a thing about aloe vera. I love them. There it is, see? I can grow aloe vera, but I can't use it for medicinal purposes. This is a Hoya. This is a native plant. And the thing about a Hoya, it has the most beautiful flowers, but it only flowers if it's in a harsh condition. So if you treat it nice, it will carry on bringing you these beautiful leaves, but it won't flower. So you've actually got to be quite harsh with it, not water it, almost forget about it. It's an odd plant. And so these are my other aloe vera plants. I tend to give them away. I grow them. See how they've got little babies here? So eventually this pot will fill up and I'll break these little babies up and I will transplant them like these ones over here. I give them away, but I tend to put, the ones that I give away I put in, what do you call it, ice cream containers. These ones are peppers, capsicums. I got the seeds, you know, when you buy a capsicum in the supermarket, I got the seeds and chucked them in there. This is supposed to be thyme, but as you can see, I've kind of wrecked it. Winter time's not a good time for these, but who knows, summer they may boost up. And there's some more, here's some more capsicums. I got a thing about if it grows. I had these bushy, this is parsley, and they were huge bushes. And then I was sick for a couple of weeks and I came out and some bug had eaten them all down, so I've had to cut them all the way back like this and to nurture this type of growth. So I've just got to do a bit more work on it. I do a little bit each day. So this is part of what I do for fibro to help me cope with fibro. This is my piece of paradise. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. There's my doggies. Doggy sleeps in there. And this is my piece of paradise. So anyway, we'll catch up soon. Bye. I hope you enjoyed the wee tour of my piece of paradise. I've got the flu at the moment, so I look and feel like crap. But I wanted to show you some of the things that I get joy out of in my life, even with fibro. There was a time in my experience of fibromyalgia where I was unable to leave the bed for months, except to go to the toilet, you know, and maybe have the odd shower. back then I couldn't shower every day. I would wipe myself, you know, hold yourself back. I did clean myself. So now I'm more able to get outside, excuse me, and able to shower more often than what I used to. And that's part of the journey of fibro, is that I would feel so ashamed that I couldn't keep up those evolutions that you're used to. And putting on makeup, like I always wore makeup, I always dyed my hair. See, I've gone grey. I was grey for ages, I've been grey for years. But I would dye my hair because I liked it. I loved it. And they were the things that I could no longer do because of fibro. But because of my mum and dad's tenacity, and that they weren't going to give up on me. It was hard for them. It was hard for all my family. But they didn't give up on me. My whanaunga, my extended family, they didn't give up on me. They just carried on loving me. They didn't always know what to do to help me, but they didn't give up on me. So now I'm in this position where I can go on my scooter. I can go to, well, the other day I went to pay my respects to my whanaunga. These may be normal everyday things for most people, but for me, being able to shower every day, getting out and planting plants, it's mostly Carl who does it. I haven't dyed my hair yet, it's still on my list. All those things, they're simple things that I took for granted that I would always be able to do. But life is precious, and things are improving. I've gone from being in bed maybe 95% of the time to maybe 50 to 60% of the time in 3 years. I've had the help of medical and non-medical interventions. I've used alternative therapies, and I still use alternative therapies and medicines in rongoa. There's a combination of things. I'm now at the stage where the rongoa that I use is in my cupboard. I have some medical pharmaceuticals, maybe I think three that I take regularly. So that's metformin, citalopram, and metoprolol. But I'm trying to wean off metoprolol because that's for blood pressure, and I've come up with a herbal remedy that is less harmful on the kidneys and the spleen and the liver. And I'm trialing those things because, yeah, my body is my temple. Anyway, I've yakkeried for probably 11 minutes. This video is going to be a long one. Yoo-hoo! And I do need to have a cuppa. My throat is sore. So I wish you love, because love's companion is joy, and I wish you joy. May the ha always guide you, and may you always feel cherished. Ka kite anō. Bye. My day started coherent, and now I'm in bed, and the fibro fog has hit me. The joys of fibro. May the heart always guide you. Ka kite anō.